Imagine this. You've just opened your new brick-and-mortar store. The shelves are stocked, the sign is gleaming, and you're ready for customers to flood in. But instead of the bustling foot traffic you envisioned, it's just quiet. You start to wonder, what am I missing? I've done everything right. You feel a bit isolated staring at your perfectly crafted space, wondering why the excitement isn't spreading. That's the exact scenario a small business owner I know faced. She had passion, a fantastic product, and a beautifully designed store. But one key ingredient was missing: community. Without a network of people to champion her business, share her story, or spread the word, her efforts weren't reaching their full potential. The reality is, building a thriving business isn't just about your product or location, it's about creating meaningful connections. In fact, businesses with strong communities are 62% more likely to experience sustainable growth. It's not just about customers walking through the door, it's about creating a network of support, engagement, and loyalty. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to build a thriving business community from scratch, just like that small business owner did. Let's get started. Let me tell you about Meryl, an entrepreneur who had a vision for a unique boutique in her local town. She started from scratch, no funding, no connections, just a passion for fashion and a dream to bring her vision to life. But as many new business owners experience, Meryl hit a wall. Her store wasn't gaining traction and the initial excitement faded. She felt like she was doing everything right, but something wasn't clicking. The turning point came when she realised she couldn't do it alone. Meryl started attending local networking events, connecting with other business owners, and actively engaging with her community. Little by little, people began to hear about her store, not through ads, but through word of mouth. Her fellow entrepreneurs started referring clients, offering advice and supporting her initiatives. Before long, Meryl's boutique became the go-to spot for fashion lovers in town. Building a community was the game changer for Meryl's success. She didn't just have customers, she had advocates who spread the word and collaborated with her to grow. For entrepreneurs, especially those just starting out, community is everything. It's not just about sales, it's about support, shared knowledge, and collaboration. Today, we'll dive into how you can build a thriving community around your business, just like Meryl did, and why this is the most powerful move you can make for long-term success. When Meryl first opened her boutique, she was full of excitement and optimism. Her vision was clear: to bring unique, hand-picked fashion to her local town, offering something special that couldn't be found in the bigger chains. But despite her passion and determination, Meryl quickly found herself struggling. The foot traffic she had hoped for wasn't materialising, and she felt a growing disconnect from the community around her. She had invested everything she had into this store, financially, emotionally, and physically. Every morning she opened the doors with the hope that today would be different. But as the days turned into weeks, the shop remained mostly empty. Meryl began to wonder if her dream was slipping away. She tried everything she could think of: flyers, local ads, social media posts, but nothing seemed to resonate. It was as if she was invisible in her own community. The problem Meryl faced wasn't uncommon. Many small business owners start with incredible ideas, but they struggle to bridge the gap between having a business and building meaningful connections with their customer base. In today's market, especially with the prevalence of big box stores and e-commerce giants, it's easy for a small local shop to feel lost in the noise. And when you're trying to juggle operations, marketing, customer service, and finances all at once, it's hard to focus on one of the most crucial elements: building a community around your brand. Meryl's boutique was situated in a charming town with lots of potential, but the community didn't know about her, and she didn't know how to make them care. She didn't have the marketing budget of a large chain, and while her social media accounts had followers, they weren't translating into foot traffic or sales. That feeling of isolation was overwhelming, and she began to wonder if this was simply the reality for small business owners in today's world. It wasn't until a conversation with a fellow entrepreneur that Meryl began to see things differently. The other business owner had gone through a similar struggle and explained that the problem wasn't Meryl's product or even her marketing, it was her lack of connection with the community. People don't just want to buy clothes, the entrepreneur explained. They want to feel like they're part of something. They want to know the person behind the store, and they want to feel like their purchase means something. This resonated deeply with Meryl. She had always envisioned her boutique as more than just a shop. It was supposed to be a place where people could feel special, where they could discover something unique. But she hadn't communicated that vision to the people around her. She hadn't engaged with the community in a way that made them feel invested in her success. This realization was a turning point. Meryl began to focus not on getting more customers through traditional marketing tactics, but on building genuine relationships within her community. She started by reaching out to other local businesses, attending town events, and engaging with customers in a more personal way. Meryl joined a local business network, where she could meet other entrepreneurs and share ideas. She volunteered to participate in local charity events, using her boutique as a hub for donations and community involvement. She also began hosting small, intimate fashion events at her store, exclusive previews, styling workshops, and even collaborations with local artisans to showcase their work. Slowly but surely, things began to change. Customers started coming in not just to shop, but to chat, to participate in the events, and to feel part of something bigger. Meryl wasn't just selling clothes anymore. She was creating experiences. She was offering a space for connection, creativity, and conversation. Her boutique became known as the heart of the local fashion scene, a place where people could find unique pieces and feel like they were contributing to the community by supporting a local business. Meryl's journey wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight. There were still challenges along the way, events that didn't draw as many people as she'd hoped, weeks when sales were slow. But by focusing on building genuine relationships rather than chasing quick wins, Meryl was able to turn things around. Her shop wasn't just surviving, it was thriving, and it was all because she had learned the power of community. For Meryl, building a community wasn't just about increasing foot traffic or boosting sales, though those things did happen. It was about creating a space where people felt connected, valued, and part of something special. And in return, her customers supported her business with loyalty that couldn't be bought with traditional marketing. This is the challenge that many entrepreneurs face today: how to create real, lasting connections in a world that is often focused on quick transactions. It's easy to get caught up in the grind of daily operations, but without a community, a business can feel like it's operating in a vacuum. The key is to focus on relationships, on creating value that goes beyond your product or service, and on making your customers feel like they're part of your story. Meryl's story is a reminder that the true power of a brick-and-mortar business lies not just in the products you sell, but in the connections you build. And for anyone feeling disconnected or isolated in their entrepreneurial journey, it's never too late to start building your community, one relationship at a time. Now that we understand the importance of community, let's dive into actionable strategies that can help you build one around your business. Whether you're just starting or trying to revitalize your current efforts, these strategies will provide you with practical, easy-to-implement tips to get started. Just remember, building a community isn't an overnight process. It's about nurturing relationships, creating value, and offering something meaningful to your audience. Let's break it down into smaller, digestible steps. Step 1. Use social media effectively. Social media can be one of the most powerful tools to build a community. It allows you to connect with your audience on a more personal level, share your story, and engage in a two-way communication. But the key is to use it with intention. Take Meryl's story from earlier. After realizing her lack of community, she decided to revamp her approach to social media. Instead of just promoting her products, she started posting behind-the-scenes content about her boutique, sharing the personal journey of being a business owner. She also highlighted the stories of her customers, tagging them in posts and sharing their experiences. This shift from self-promotion to storytelling made her audience feel more connected to her brand. Here are some actionable tips for using social media effectively. Post regularly, but make sure each post adds value. Whether it's tips, behind-the-scenes content, or customer highlights, ensure consistency in both posting frequency and quality. Engage with your followers by responding to comments, asking questions, and encouraging interaction. Make your community feel heard and valued. Social media isn't just a megaphone to shout your message, it's a dialogue. Consider doing live Q&A sessions or product demos on Instagram or Facebook Live. This gives your audience a chance to interact with you in real time and makes your business feel more personal. Encourage your customers to share their experiences with your products and tag your business. User-generated content can build credibility and trust, as people tend to trust other customers more than brands themselves. Glossier, the beauty brand, became a community powerhouse by constantly engaging with its audience on social media, reposting customer photos, and treating their customers like part of their brand story. As a result, they turned their audience into passionate advocates who actively participated in the brand's success. Step 2. Create value before asking for engagement. Before asking people to engage with your business, you must provide them with something valuable. Think about your audience. What can you offer that will improve their lives or give them something meaningful? Meryl realized that just asking people to stop by the boutique wasn't enough, so she started creating value by offering styling tips, holding free workshops on fashion trends, and sharing advice on how to mix and match clothes. This not only positioned her as an expert in the eyes of her customers, but it also provided them with something valuable, encouraging them to engage and visit her store. How can you create value for your community? Well, here's some steps. Whether it's a downloadable guide, a checklist, or a tutorial, offering something free and helpful can build trust and demonstrate your expertise. Host events that provide educational or entertaining value to your audience. Think about what would be useful or exciting for your community. For example, a fitness store might offer free workout classes, or a bakery could host a baking demonstration. Make your audience feel special by highlighting their stories and contributions. This can be through customer spotlights, testimonials, or even collaborating with local influencers. When people feel valued, they're more likely to stay loyal to your brand. Lululemon does a fantastic job of creating value by offering free yoga classes and fitness events. They don't just sell the athletic wear, they provide a lifestyle, and as a result, customers feel more connected to the brand. Step 3. Build partnerships with other businesses. Meryl's breakthrough moment came when she partnered with other local businesses in her town. By collaborating with a nearby coffee shop and a local artist, she was able to co-host events and cross-promote with businesses that shared her target market. This not only expanded her reach, but also strengthened her ties to the community. Partnering with other businesses can help you tap into their customer base and vice versa. It's a win-win strategy where both businesses benefit from each other's audiences. Here's how you can do it. Look for businesses that aren't direct competitors, but share a similar customer base. For example, if you run a bookstore, partnering with a nearby coffee shop could make sense since readers often love a good cup of coffee. Host joint events such as pop-ups or workshops, or offer collaborative promotions. For example, if a customer buys from your store, they get a discount at your partner's business, and vice versa. Promote your partner's business on your social media channel and have them do the same. It's an excellent way to get in front of a new audience and build relationships. Warby Parker, the eyewear company, partnered with local businesses and cafes during pop-up events. This helped them build brand recognition and create a sense of community in different cities. Step 4. Stay consistent and authentic. Building a community takes time, and it's easy to feel discouraged if you don't see immediate results. But the key is to keep going and stay true to your values. Meryl's consistency in reaching out, hosting events, and engaging with her audience eventually paid off. It took time, but she built a loyal customer base that loved not only her products, but also the experience of being part of her community. Here are some tips for maintaining consistency. Develop a content calendar. Schedule your social media posts, events, and engagement efforts in advance so that you're consistently providing value. Be genuine. Authenticity matters. Don't try to be something you're not. Customers can spot insincerity from a mile away. So focus on being yourself and reflecting your business's true personality in your interactions. Track your progress. Use social media analytics and feedback to understand what's working and what's not. Adjust your strategy as needed, but keep the long-term vision in mind. Patagonia has built an authentic brand community by consistently staying true to their values of sustainability and environmental activism. This has not only attracted loyal customers, but has also created advocates who are passionate about the brand's mission. By following these actionable steps, you'll be well on your way to building a thriving community around your brick-and-mortar business, just like Meryl did. The key is to stay consistent, provide value, and nurture relationships that go beyond transactions. Building a community is about building connections, and that's what will set your business apart in the long run. Let's dive deeper into Meryl's journey. This is where everything changed for her, and it's a testament to how building a community can transform a struggling business into a success story. Meryl had been running her boutique for over a year, and despite her best efforts, she struggled to get enough foot traffic. Her social media posts were sporadic, her customer base was inconsistent, and she felt isolated in her efforts to make her store stand out. She had an amazing product range and a beautifully designed store, but the missing piece was her connection with the community. Meryl knew something had to change, and that's when she had a breakthrough. One day, while grabbing coffee at a local cafe, Meryl noticed how engaged the customers were with the baristas and how the cafe felt like a hub of activity. It wasn't just a coffee shop, it was a community. People came to chat, work, and connect with others. Meryl realised that this was the missing piece in her business. Her boutique needed to be more than just a store. It had to be a place where people felt connected, valued, and part of something bigger. Determined to make a change, Meryl decided to reach out to the cafe owner, Lauren, and pitch the idea of a collaborative event. They hosted a sip and shop evening where customers could enjoy coffee, explore Meryl's boutique, and even get styling tips from Meryl herself. It was a huge hit. The cafe was filled with energy, and Meryl's store got more exposure in one evening than it had in months. This event sparked something incredible. Customers who had never visited her store before became regulars. They started sharing their experiences on social media, tagging both the cafe and Meryl's boutique. The online engagement skyrocketed. This was the turning point for Meryl. But the real magic happened when Meryl took things a step further. Inspired by the success of the event, she decided to create a loyalty program that wasn't just about discounts, it was about community. She started a VIP club where customers could attend monthly events like styling workshops, fashion shows, and even local charity fundraisers. These events weren't just about selling products, they were about building relationships. The community responded enthusiastically. Meryl's customers started bringing friends, and those friends brought more friends. The word-of-mouth marketing became her strongest asset. Her boutique wasn't just a place to shop. It had become a destination for connection, creativity, and collaboration. Meryl realised that her boutique was no longer just hers. It belonged to the community, and that's when her business truly took off. Meryl's customer Lisa shared, "I've been shopping here for months now, and it wasn't until I joined the VIP club that I really felt like part of something special. It's not just about buying clothes, it's about the friendships I've made and the sense of belonging I feel when I come here." Meryl's breakthrough moment is a powerful reminder that anyone can achieve success by building a community. You don't need a massive budget or thousands of followers to start. It begins with creating value, connecting with people, and offering them more than just a product. You're offering an experience. The turning point for Meryl wasn't just about a single event or a loyalty program. It was about changing her mindset. She realized that building a successful business isn't just about transactions, it's about relationships. And this is something any entrepreneur can replicate. Here are some practical steps you can take to replicate Meryl's success in your own business. Just like Meryl partnered with the cafe, find businesses in your area with a similar target audience and brainstorm ways to collaborate. Whether it's hosting a joint event or offering a combined loyalty program, collaboration can expand your reach and strengthen your community ties. Think beyond just selling products. Offer events or experiences that provide real value to your customers. This could be a workshop, a meet and greet, or even a charity event. By focusing on value, you create a lasting connection with your audience. While discounts are nice, What people really crave is a sense of belonging. Create a loyalty program that offers exclusive experiences like VIP events, early access to products, or special perks. Make your customers feel like they're part of something bigger. Whether it's through social media, in-person events, or email newsletters, stay engaged with your audience, share their stories, highlight their successes, and create a space where they feel heard and valued. Encourage your customers to share their experiences online. User-generated content, testimonials, and social media shout-outs are incredibly powerful. When people see others engaging with your business, they're more likely to join in. The key to long-term success is staying true to your values and being consistent in your efforts. Customers will appreciate your authenticity, and over time, this builds trust and loyalty. One of the biggest lessons Meryl learned was that community is more important than competition. By collaborating with local businesses and engaging with her customers on a deeper level, she was able to create a thriving business that wasn't just about making sales, it was about making connections. And this is something any entrepreneur can do. Whether you're running a small shop or a large storefront, building a community around your business will give you the support, engagement, and loyalty you need to succeed in the long run. In the end, Meryl's journey shows us that the real power of a brick-and-mortar business lies in its ability to bring people together. When you focus on building a community, your business becomes more than just a store. It becomes a hub for connection, creativity, and growth. And that's where true success lies. As we wrap up, remember this. Every thriving community started from the same place, at the beginning, just like you are now. The journey of building a supportive, engaged community around your business isn't about having all the answers or getting everything perfect from the start. It's about showing up consistently, being authentic, and taking that first step toward connection. We've covered a lot in this episode, from collaborating with local businesses to creating value-driven events and building relationships that go beyond transactions. The key takeaway? Building a community is more powerful than chasing quick sales or short-term wins. It's about fostering long-lasting relationships that will sustain your business in the long run. You've heard how Meryl's success stemmed not just from selling products, but from embracing the people around her and creating a space where customers felt valued. Now it's your turn. Take action today, whether that means reaching out to a local business or brainstorming ways to engage with your audience. Now that you're ready to build your own community, don't go it alone. Join the Bricks and Clicks Entrepreneurs Club, a supportive group of entrepreneurs who are on the same journey as you. Whether you're just starting out or you've been running your business for years, this community is here to help you overcome challenges, celebrate your wins, and share insights on how to grow your business with the power of a strong network. What challenges are you facing right now? Are you struggling to engage with your local audience? Do you need ideas to foster relationships with other business owners? Whatever it is, we're here to support you. In the group, you'll find practical advice, real-life success stories, and a network of like-minded entrepreneurs who are invested in your success, and you can find details in the show notes. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. By joining the community, you're taking the first step toward building meaningful relationships that will help your business thrive. So join us, share your journey, and let's grow together.